on the way to the ring, from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds, Randy Orton. And the opponent, from Death Valley, weighing in at 305 pounds, the Undertaker.
What a counter that was!
You know, there's no doubt that The Undertaker is one of the most impressive superstars ever to set foot in a WWE ring. But you know what, Cole? You're only as good as your last match.
How can you say that, Taz? The dead man has proven himself time and time again. I highly doubt that would change if he lost this match, which I don't think he's in danger of doing, by the way.
Taker's earned his rep, no doubt about that. No one's disputing that. But you gotta know when to call it a day, Cole. There's a fine line between legend and has-been.
I can't believe you can sit here and even imply that The Undertaker might be a has-been. That could be hazardous to your health.
Hey, Cole, don't put words in my mouth. The dead man has been on top of this business for a very long time. But the thing about being on top is there's nowhere to go but down.
What a reversal!
It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed to get a hell of a show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight. I think we're hearing the First Amendment in action here tonight, Taz.
It's a great thing to hear, Cole. I'm all in favor of freedom of expression, whether I agree with what they're saying or not. This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is, Taz. What do you think the highlight has been so far? Look out! The referee's been knocked out!
And this is where things start getting a little interesting, Cole. There's the reversal, Cole.
He's looking for his finisher!
And there it is, Cole. The RKO. Man, that'll take the head right off.
And there's the reversal.
This guy might not have enough to kick out. The thing you gotta remember about The Undertaker is that 50% of his style, his offense, is about getting inside the head of his opponent. If you can keep your cool, and keep your head together and you're ring with him, you're halfway home.
But you're not taking into account the power and experience of the dead man, Taz. Surely you can't forget about them.
Well, you see, that's...
Come on, ref. That should have been a disqualification right there.
Shoulda, woulda. He's going up, and what goes up must come down. Man, you just can't put anything over on these fans.
You sure can. They see everything, and they'll let you know about it.
This could be 3 right here.
1, 2.
Is that it? No, only a 2 count. I don't think there's ever been a more dominant superstar in WWE than the legendary dead man, The Undertaker.
Yeah, he can only stay on top of the mountain for so long, and the dead man's been there for a very, very long time.
That might be true, Taz, but I don't see any. Look at these fans. They didn't like that one bit.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got some bad news for these fans. He don't give a damn what you think. Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you could cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need... This is a big risk. Will it pay off?
These WWE fans just can't get enough of these superstars.
And I'm glad to see it.
Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, Taz, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
These superstars are on top of their game, but only one of them is going to have their hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
Well, what do you want, Cole? You want to say that everyone wins so nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that. I'm just saying that in a great match like this, everyone involved deserves credit for it. It sounds like this capacity crowd has something on their minds, Taz.
Yeah, and thousands of paying customers can't be wrong.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me, and here we go in the submission hold. This could be a pivotal moment in this match.
It sure could. There's a lot of pressure being applied in that hold, Cole. You know, Cole, I've seen matches won and lost because of moves like this.
I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
You're not going to hear me say this much, Cole, but I definitely... Look at him go! Wow! What an RKO! He could get the pin right here.